are so excited to be discussing with you and presenting you with an incredible, divine, natural remedy, and it is called Nano Soma. We thank you so much for your trust in purchasing the Nano Soma from us. And our website for the Nano Soma is nanosomamiracle.com. And just to let you know that we were literally on our hands and knees in prayer, in tears, with what was taking place in the world, and we understood what was going to happen. And so we were praying to God that there has to be a natural solution that can help humanity and that is simple and easy for anybody to use in the privacy of their own home, and that could benefit humanity and quickly. And then, within a month or two after that, we heard about the nanosoma. Immediately, we had chills and we were thanking God. We said this was the answer to our prayers. So we have personally made this a mission to get this product out, and that's why for us it's a mission. But this is part of the reason we are doing what we're doing. It's our mission on this planet is to get the word out. That is how passionate we are about this product, Nano Soma, and we have never felt like this about anything, trust me. And for those of you who know us over all these years, you know that what we're saying is true. And when we're passionate about something, we are, our full heart and soul is into it. So to tell you a little bit about Nanosoma and give you a little bit of background, the inventor of Nanosoma is Dr. Raghavan. He's a genius. He's an absolute genius with a heart of gold and so simple and so down to earth and so humble. And it's his mission to help humanity. And I'm just going to read you a little bit about his background. Dr. P.R. Raghavan, Chairman and CEO of NanoRx Inc., has a PhD in organic chemistry from Oregon State University in 1979 and an MS in chemistry in 1972 from IIT Bombay, Mumbai, India. And Dr. Raghavan has worked on drug discovery for over 25 years at Columbia University, Max Planck Institute, Germany, Novartis, and another pharmaceutical company. So he was in the pharmaceutical field, and his fields of specialization are CNS, inflammation, AIDS, and ACE inhibitors. And ACE inhibitors have everything to do with the entire SARS-CoV-2 virus. And he has tremendous experience in drug research. And for the last 12 years, he's been working in the field of nanomedicine using food-based ingredients, because his mission became that he wanted to really help humanity with natural remedies. And so many serendipitous things happened that were so beautiful to Dr. Raghavan, which led to his discovery and creation of Nanosoma. Now, you may be wondering, what is the meaning of Nanosoma? Nanosoma in Sanskrit means elixir of the gods. And he said, with this product, we have surrendered to nature. There's a temple in India, in South India, which is the only temple in India that actually where literally food is worshipped. And that particular food is called jaggery. And what's interesting, this temple in South India dates back 5,600 years. And in this temple, there's a pond. And so what they do is, at the temple, they bless the brown sugar and then they put it into the pond. And this pond, it's written in the ancient scriptures, will cure 4,448 diseases. But what was interesting is, the 5,600 years, the water in this pond looks very murky and dirty and, it looks very unimpressive. But the scientists said, let's analyze it. So when they took the water from this pond and analyzed it, there were no pathogenic bacteria, meaning no disease-causing bacteria or other organisms, which is seemingly impossible. So he wanted to study more about, okay, what are the properties in this pond, in this water? What is it in jaggery that's creating this? And this is very interesting. He said on March 26, 2016 at 8 p.m., he said the exact time, He said when he walked into that particular temple, they told him, "You are the medicine man we've been looking for. This temple has been waiting for you." And then the priest said, "You have a medicine that will have all the benefits, and it is the people who will bring out this product, not anybody else. People who are spiritually inclined, people who are honest, people who have integrity, they are the ones who use the product and get maximum relief." This was actually written, believe it or not, in the scriptures. Unbelievable. And what Dr. Raghavan said is the Rig Veda. Now, the Rig Veda dates back, over 6,000 years. In the Rig Veda, it's written that the product would have to have 7 properties. Number 1, it needs to recycle itself in the body. And Dr. Raghavan gave an example that, for example, with the Nano Soma spray, if someone takes 1 spray, another person takes an entire bottle, he said in 5 hours, both people would have the same level in their blood because it's recycling itself in the body. So that's the first property that the Rig Veda said the product should have. Number 2, and again, the Rig Veda is dating back, over 6,000 years. So that text, that ancient scripture. Number 2, it would need to enter the bone marrow. Number 3, it has to involve metabolism. Number 4, it should be able to take something up. Number 5, it should be able to bring something down. So in other words, if someone's insulin level is too high, it should be able to bring it down. If it's too low, it should be able to bring it up. If someone has low blood sugar, it should bring it up. High blood sugar, bring it down. Same thing with blood pressure. If it's too high, bring it down. If it's too low, bring it up. And this goes across the board for anything. So including mineral levels, vitamin levels, hormones, etc. And 6, it should not affect something that is at a normal level. So if something's normal, you should just let it be. And number 7, it should have ojas, which is OJAS, which means the power of life. So those were the 7 properties it said the product should have, and these are the 7 properties Nano Soma does have. And the product was first made in 2008, and the first study was done in a hospital in India in 2009 with patients who had metabolic syndrome, which is where they have high blood pressure, high cholesterol or triglycerides, high blood sugar, and extra body fat around the waist, and had wonderful results. And since then, on our nanosomamiracle.com website, and I'll show you that in just a little bit. We have, the patents there, incredible studies, because he's a scientist, and so he did incredible studies on this product. So again, this is a nanoparticle, and we're hearing so much about nanoparticles, but I want to just let you know and give you a definition of nano. It's a measurement prefix that means 1/billionth. So when you hear nano, just think small, and it's a nanoemulsion, and an emulsion is a mixture of 2 liquids that normally can't blend. So what he did is he had to find a way to make this product stable. And so the nanoparticle and nanoemulsion, it comes from sugarcane, which again is food, and then vitamin E, a little bit of citric acid from lemon, and a little bit of coconut oil. And all of this was just added to make the nanosoma more stable and make the particle water soluble, meaning dissolvable in water. So what he said is dissolving sugar and water is a nanoemulsion. So that's why this is called a nanoemulsion. And this product is made from a component of polycosanols, and polycosanols are in unrefined foods. What's happened is as the foods have become refined, that's where we having health issues. But in unprocessed food that's naturally occurring, that's why unprocessed foods are so healing for our bodies. So, and they stimulate the body to heal itself. And the other thing, this is very interesting, is keep in mind you have 23 chromosomes from your father and 23 chromosomes from your mother. And inside your cell is what is known as a nucleus, and where we have our DNA. And in the nucleus of the cell are what are known as nuclear receptors, and we have 48 of them in our cells. So when you can target those nuclear receptors through your food, that food then gives you immunity. Now, the beauty of nanosoma is that these lipids can go, when you take that spray, it goes right in your bloodstream and goes right through your cell and right into the nucleus, or the main part of your cell, where the nuclear receptors are. And it's so small, the nanosoma is smaller than your cell, it's smaller than any virus, so it can get right to where it needs to go. And energy is involved, and energy is a form of frequency. So what he said is it basically takes us back to our divine original blueprint. So he said this remedy actually dates back over 2 billion years old. So before we were affected by toxins, EMFs, GMOs, pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, chemtrails, and then ancestral influences, through genetics, generation after generation, then, we end up getting kinks, you can think of it that way, in our DNA blueprint. But what the beauty is that the nanosoma will then look, because it's a divine blueprint, and say, okay, we need to do this, we need to do that. But not only that, it triages. And what triage means is it sees what is the most important thing to do first, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth. It will prioritize what it deems to be appropriate. So let's say a person has diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. But what the nanosoma will do is, as a food, remember it's food, it's not a drug, it's just a food. It will see what is the most important thing to do first, then second, then third. And it's amazing because it has that divine intelligence, which is working with your own body's divine intelligence. So it's a unique, beautiful harmony of coexistence, the way that we feel God intended. So what he said is, the nanosoma generates the frequencies inside to correct the body system. And like I was saying before, he said it's been around 2 billion years, and it re-educates the cells on what is needed to bring about the divine blueprint. What Dr. Raghavan said is the teacher, which is the nanosoma, is back, and he is recertifying the genes. Isn't that beautiful? And he also said it literally expresses thousands of genes. And Dr. Raghavan has done gene expression studies, how amazing it is and how it does regulate all of these thousands and thousands of genes. This is about targeting the nuclear receptors, where the DNA or RNA of the food literally talks to the DNA of your body and says, these are the things that you're supposed to do. Again, just bringing out what nature originally intended. And I'm going to show you our website. So it's nanosomamiracle.com. And this is our homepage. And these are just some of the benefits. Rejuvenates the skin. And by the way, you can spray it on your skin. If there's wounds, you can spray it on the wound. You can give it to your pets. Some of our patients are spraying it on their pet's nose or putting it in their food or water, and pets will just love it, because they're naturally drawn to whatever is divine and beautiful for the body. So just some of the benefits of nanosoma are rejuvenating the skin, improving energy levels, and that's what we noticed right away, is an improvement of our energy levels because it's working at the level of the mitochondria. What we're seeing is all of these different toxins that we're being exposed to are affecting the battery packs of our cells, which are called mitochondria. And the mitochondria in our cells end up generating energy. So when we're not generating energy, then we'll feel tired, and then the cell doesn't work as efficiently, then the organ doesn't work as efficiently, then the body doesn't work as efficiently. But if we can get the mitochondria to work at its optimal best, we have more energy, the cells have more energy, the organs have more energy, all the systems in the body have more energy, and we're restored to health. And so as I was mentioning, it also enhances wound healing, heart health, immune health, decreases inflammation and pain, improves longevity, and reverses aging. You know, at the end of your DNA, it's called a telomere. And you can think of it like a shoelace. You know how you have the top of the shoelace, that plastic part? Well, what happens is when our cells replicate, our telomeres, or the top of our DNA, or you can think of like the top of that shoestring, that plastic part, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, shrinks in size. And then that ends up contributing and causing aging. Well, with the nanosoma, it lengthens our telomeres again. It's anti-aging, reverses aging. And Dr. Raghavan has done studies on himself, as well as other people have done studies as well, to show that even though he's now 70, he now has the biological age of someone in their late 40s. And so despite what his chronological or actual age is, his true biological age, which is how the body's actually functioning, is over 20 years younger. And that's pretty incredible. So, you know, people will notice that. And you're going to, most importantly, you are going to feel it and notice it. And it serves as a natural vitamin D substitute because there's vitamin D receptors. And these vitamin D receptors, you know, we're all hearing about it. You have to take vitamin D, vitamin D, vitamin D, which is important, believe me. But what happens is if the receptors are overactive, that can lead to other health issues, including like Parkinson's, or if they're underactive, it's an issue. So what he said is that the nanosoma balances and regulates the vitamin D receptor, so you don't even need to take vitamin D. It's going to bring it back to the perfect balance. That's what he said. Nanosoma substitutes for vitamin D in the body, activating the vitamin D receptor, which is, you know, critical for our immunity, for our heart health, blood sugar health, for everything, general health. And Nanosoma also helps you generate your own vitamin C, because he said even when we're taking vitamin C as a supplement, it oxidizes. But what happens is when your body then can convert that and make it from the foods that you eat, make your own vitamin C, he said it can make more vitamin C than that which you could ever get in a supplement. And as a disclaimer, Nanosoma does not treat or prevent any illness or disease. It's simply acting to activate our body to take care of itself. So the water which is used as the base in the Nanosoma product is from Switzerland. And this product is actually manufactured in Switzerland. And so some of the other benefits, and it also repairs damaged blood vessels and scar tissue. Other benefits, as I was mentioning before, it restores proper immune function, increases vitamin C, adiponectin, testosterone levels. It inhibits different markers, regulates thousands of human genes, fabulous for wound healing, decreasing inflammation, and it defends you. It defends and protects you against viruses, bacteria, and other organisms, which is very, very important. So just keep that in mind as well. And it's already been used for the current virus that is around, and very successfully, extraordinarily successfully. And it's also been used against Ebola, Zika, H1N1, swine flu, tuberculosis that's resistant to drugs that are being used to treat it, where the drugs don't work anymore, Nanosoma does, and so many conditions. A homepage of the website, it goes into a little bit more detail of the benefits, and then the spiritual connection, which to me was so powerful. That really was so remarkable. So that's all on our homepage. And then under the science section, you can see the patents, worldwide patents, the studies, and we've listed different ones with vitamin C, vitamin D, and in January 2021, a research paper. And about us is we have our information, testimonials that Dr. Raghavan has collected, which over the past 10 years, and there's pages and pages and pages. So this will be very inspiring to you too. We have a contact us page and a FAQ, or frequently asked question page. Feel free to contact us through this And there's a little phone here that you can click as well to contact us. And then for the shop page, these, we have 1, 3, 6-pack, 12-pack, 24-pack. So whatever you would like, you can, feel free to order that. So just wanted to share with you the website. And again, we thank you so much for joining us here today. And what we're going to do is, have frequent webinars where we talk about the Nano Soma in more detail. But this is just to give you an overview and an introduction on this wonderful divine product. So thank you.